What's good, everybody? It's your boy Will, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys the absolute best center builds in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. This guide is going to be showing you 3 different builds. The first 2 are going to be demigod center builds that have a ridiculous amount of badges, and the final build is going to be the one that I'm using for competitive pro-am. So the build that you guys choose is going to depend on what game mode you like to play the most. Starting off, I'm going to be showing you guys the first build that I made this year. This is the build that I use when I play rec. Every single build is going to be a power forward. That's the best position to pick. Everything else is preference. Now, as you guys can see, I have the metric system on. If you guys are wondering why, I would recommend checking out the YouTube video that I posted before this one. It'll explain it a lot better. These are the stats you're going to want to pick. 2.04, 97, and 2.29. Maxed out the wingspan. Now, body type for all of these builds, I would recommend burly. You can also pick built. I always go burly. So this build is going to have 22 finishing. And you're going to want to max out your mid-range, your three-pointer, and you're going to want to up your free throw until you get 14 shooting, so 64. Now for playmaking, max out your ball handle, your speed with ball. This is going to allow you to get pro dribble moves when you're 99 overall. You're going to have an 80 ball handle. You're going to have the free throw, which is good enough to hit and wreck. And you're going to want to up your pass accuracy right until you get the 13th badge, so 67. So you're going to have 22, 14, 13. Now for this, these 2 first builds are going to have no interior defense. Now, the thing about interior defense is when you're standing under the basket and somebody's coming in and trying to dunk on you, if you were directly under the basket with no interior defense, I'm not going to lie to you, more often than not, you're going to get killed. But the thing about it is you're going to have 29 defensive badges on this build. So as long as you position yourself well and you know what you're doing on defense and you play it smart, you're going to be able to minimize all of those contact dunks. Personally, myself, I do get dunked on, but it's not a lot, and I don't think that interior defense is really needed for builds like this where you're going to be playing more casually, whether it's rec or park. The only time I think interior is needed is when you're playing competitively. So if you really want to, negate the chances of getting dunked on, go with the third build. However, personally myself, I've used this build all year. This is the only build I've had, and I think it's fine. I have definitely got put on the ground a couple times, but it is what it is. I'm going to come down and dunk on you right after, so we're even. And then for the defense, you're going to want to max out the rest of these 4. Put up a 78 perimeter. It's going to give you that 29 defensive badge. You're going to get clamps when you're, a 97 overall. So super balanced, super overpowered. You're going to want to max out your speed, your excel, vertical, stamina. Personally, I would just up the strength till you get a 63. You can also put it to a 58, and then you will get brick wall at 99 because you'll have a 62 strength. So you could go with 58 and put points into whatever else you wanted, but you're not going to be able to get another badge off that. So I personally just throw into strength because why not? So this is the first build. Go ahead and throw the rest into post control. Now for takeovers, I'm going to go right away. These 3 glass badges are terrible. Shot creator can be decent at times, but playing center, you're probably not really going to be taking shots like that, so not really needed. And the finishing badges are decent in this game. However, contact dunks are already so overpowered that it's almost like it's kind of pointless. So if you wanted to go with one of these, I would recommend finishing moves. However, for all of these builds, myself, I always choose limitless range, and then I choose spot up as the second. And this is going to allow me, whenever I get takeover, to just be a sniper, and everyone's going to have to respect my shot. So this build is going to be called a slashing shot creator, as you guys can see. Now build number 2, this build is going to be specifically a park build, but honestly, you could probably get away with using this in rec as well. Only downside to it is it's going to have less of a free throw as the first build, which is why I originally did not make this. But it's going to be a power forward, same as the other one. You're going to want to pick the same stuff, 2.0497, 2.29, and then again, burlier built. I recommend burly. Now for this, go ahead and get 21 finishing, I believe. You're gonna want to max out your mid-range and your 3, and then up your free throw right until you get 10 shooting, so 42 free throw. You're gonna have a 46 at 99. Now, you could probably get away with playing rec with this with a 46 free throw. What you can do, a little tip for you guys, is you can take off your shot aiming for free throws, so the computer shoots free throws for you. It's in the settings, controller settings. You can do that, and it will help you hit free throws. Now, max out your ball handle and your speed with ball, and you're gonna up your pass accuracy all the way until you get 27 playmaking badges. So right away, as you guys can see, you're gonna be able to get Hall of Fame like every single dribbling thing that you can imagine. All the passing badges, you're gonna be able to get everything. So this is why I wanted to make this build to start off, just because it's so ridiculous. And again, same thing on defense. Gonna go 78 perimeter. You're gonna get clamps at a 97, and then max out all 4 of these. You're gonna get 29 defense, and then max out speed, acceleration, stamina. Go ahead, put the rest in the strength. Also, what you could do is, I don't know if this gives you, does it give you 22? Not quite. So I wouldn't even recommend doing that. I just go ahead and put it all into strength. 62 strength. Now 21, 10, 27, and 29, guys. This build's ridiculous. Like I said, this is the one that I wanted to make starting off the game, but a lot of people told me that you're not going to be able to hit free throws with a low free throw like this, which honestly is pretty true. It's going to be tough to hit free throws with a 46, but like I said, you can turn off the aiming and make the computer shoot it for you, and it's going to give you a better shot at it. This is literally the best center build for park. Again, interior defense, you're not going to have any, but me personally, I don't really think it's needed. So moving on, again with the takeovers on this player, since your playmaking is so high, you're actually going to have access to the playmaking takeovers, and some of these are actually good, you know what I'm saying? So I would test them out, see what you like the most. Personally, like I said, guys, I always go with the 2 shooting, just so people have to respect my shot. Again, with this build, you're only going to have 10 shooting instead of the 14 from the first one, but you really don't need that much shooting. You don't even need 14. You can honestly get away with like 2 shooting. You can get away with no shooting in this game. So I would recommend limitless, spot up, be a sniper. This build is going to be called a playmaking 3-level scorer. So it's got kind of a glitchy name right there. Last but not least, we're going to get to my competitive Pro-Am build. This build right here is going to have a lot less badges than the first 2 because of the fact that it has interior defense. So again, position power forward. Same exact stats right here, 2.04, 97. Go ahead and max out the wingspan and then go burlier built. I always pick burly. For this, you're gonna want to go ahead and get 21 finishing. You're gonna want to put your mid-range to a 75. It's gonna be a little bit lower, but when I'm playing competitive pro, what's the odds I'm really gonna be shooting mid-ranges, you know what I'm saying? So I lowered that. And then for the free throw, on this build I went with a 49. You have a 53 when you get to a 99. So you're gonna have a lower free throw on this build as well, but it's really the only way that you can make a build like this, still make it really good to what I wanted. So for playmaking, max out your speed with ball, your ball handle. Again, an 80 ball control. All these builds are going to have that, so you can curry slide, you can combo up, you can do everything. And then go ahead and up your pass accuracy to a 62. At 98 overall, you're going to be able to get bola passer, which is needed. And then this is the only build I'm going to show you guys that has interior defense. So At 99, you're going to have a 79 interior, which is going to give you Hall of Fame brick wall, which you're really going to want for competitive prom. You want to be able to set good screens and get your point guard open. So I put this to a 75. You're going to want to up your perimeter to a 76 on this build. So at an 80, you're going to get clamps. For the steel on this build, I did go lower than the first two. I went with a 58 on this one. So at 99, I get interceptor. Personally, I think that's really all you need. I feel like steel only matters for trying to pluck people when they're dribbling, and I'm not really going to be doing a lot of that while I'm playing, so I want a 58. And then these last three, go ahead and max out your block and your rebound. Going to give you 26 defensive, so 21, 8, 12, 26. Like I said, guys, this is not as insane as the first two builds badge-wise, but has the interior, still balanced, still a good build. I think it's the best for pro-am in my eye. Max out the speed, max out the excel. You only need a 50 strength. If you lower the strength anymore, it's going to lower your interior defense, and you need that 75 to get Hall of Fame, so you have to have it. Go ahead and max out your vertical, and then up your stamina to a 91. Then you're still going to have a point. Go ahead and max out that layup, and there you guys go. So 21, 8, 12, 26. This is my pro-am build. If I went to go play rec, I'd probably still use one of the other two builds because they're just so crazy badge-wise. But, you know, you're still going to have a ridiculous amount of badges. You don't need all the shooting badges in this game. I mean, you still got the playmaking. You can still dribble. Still a good build. Again, this build is actually going to have access to the rim takeovers. You could put one of these secondary. But, again, personally, I always go limitless. And then I go spot up. So this is my last build, glass cleaning slasher. Has the interior defense. Like I said, your choice is really up to you here. I gave you the first two demigod builds. If you're somebody that just really plays park, I would go with the second one. If you're somebody that likes to play rec, but still wants a crazy amount of badges, go with the first. It's all up to preference. And if you're somebody that really wants interior defense and wants, you know, a better chance of stopping people in the paint on contact dunks, you can make this one and go ahead and have a 79 interior at 99. You know, be a defensive anchor. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, man. I put a ton of time into this video. I appreciate you guys so much for all the support. Hope you guys have a great day. Have a great holiday season. It's been your boy Will, man. Peace.